Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey, and in this video I'm going to react to the Ukrainian entry for the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. I know I did not a poll, but I was thinking I've put Ukraine and Albania, I think, in all these polls, and they weren't picked once, so I'm just going to go and do those first, and then after I've done every one of those, I will go back to the poll system and continue with that system. So here you see my current scoreboard. From last time, Croatia was the last thing I reacted to. It had an 11 out of 15, so it's at number 5. So that means that Belgium is out of my top 5. But no worries, I think I'm going to do, after all these first time reactions, I will just listen to all these songs at least one more time and then have my own personal scoreboard after the second listen, because sometimes songs need to grow on you, and in the first time reaction they don't really have that chance, so we'll see. But yeah, today it's Ukraine's time to shine, so let's see. So we got TVORCHI, and it says Heart of Steel. It's the official music video because it's just been released, and you know, it's fun to look at it. Sorry.
Sometimes gotta let it go. Sometimes gotta look away. Sometimes just gotta know.
English?
Stick your middle finger up in the air. I cannot explain. Tell you how I feel. Life is just a game, and I play for the win. Don't be scared to say just what you think. Cause no matter how bad someone's listening, don't get what you say, yeah.
So, sorry, I know this is the chorus, but I just want to give my first thoughts about the first part before the chorus actually starts. It's not what I was expecting, especially since the last two times Ukraine has sent something, it was all in their own native language. And, you know, it had some really cool traditional vibes, you know. Honestly, I prefer Shum over Stefania. That's just my opinion, but those were really... it was traditional mixed with something very modern, and, you know, this is very mainstream pop. So yeah, it's a different thing. It's not. I'm not saying that it's bad, because I mean, there's been countries who've sent only pop songs the last couple of years. So it's nothing bad about it. It's just something that I noticed because it's just different from everything else that Ukraine has sent the last couple of years. But we'll keep going. It reminds me a little bit, just a little bit, of, I don't know if you know it, but the song Villain from KDA. It reminds me a little bit, just a little bit of it. If you don't know it, go check it out. It's really good, actually.
Just like the actor fool, tryna get in my head, like when I turn on my headlights, I can see right through you. Tryna get away.
I do think that the lyrics are quite basic. Ukrainian right now, or what is it? Pretty nice beat to it.
Don't get what you say, Don't care how you feel. Get out of my way. Guess I got a heart of steel.
All chest voice, really. And no belts either. All very much chests. That was the only that was the only outstanding part vocally. I think the last riff, that was the only thing that was kind of more creative with the vocals. All the other stuff is all really chest voice, nothing, no real going up or down, pretty much the same key over and over again. Doesn't need it, but it's just something that I noticed. Let's talk about this entry. So, what do I think? It's not, like I said, it's not what I was expecting. It's quite pop, mainstream, radio friendly though. There's nothing bad about it. It's just not something that I was expecting, especially after the last 2 years when Ukraine pretty much went all out and showed us something new. Yeah, it's fun. It's a pretty good pop song. Nothing really spectacular though. I'm not like blown away, or even the lyrics, I think they are quite basic. There was a small part in Ukrainian, I think, which was really nice, but other than that, I think this could be quite forgettable, honestly. I don't know how they are going to pull it off on stage, so I'm not sure like what are they going to do, because the music video is quite simple. Quite a lot of I think it's just in a room with some green screens, and then they have these effects going on. You have the singer, and then I think a producer or something. Yeah, the vocals, like I said, they are quite, I mean, it's just more, I think, personal taste, as I like some more powerful, I just prefer to listen to powerful vocals, powerful ballads usually. So yeah, this is not really, I mean, I just prefer to listen to, I know this is going to sound very old-fashioned or something, but like, Whitney Houston and everything, it's not really what everyone else is listening to. But yeah, I just prefer big vocals, and this was not really giving me big vocals. It doesn't really need it. But yeah, it's kind of mainstream, bit forgettable. I would say it's most comparable to Belgium's entry. Not because of, just because it's also more of a forgettable, simplistic pop song, and less of a outstanding performance. And it's not really that catchy either. I mean, it's not really like I'm already able to sing along, but maybe it also needs to grow on me. Like I said, I will have a second listen to all the Eurovision songs before I make my final top. I don't even know how many countries there are. And then I will just make a whole video on it, I think, with a small explanation of like 30 seconds with each entry. Yeah, so that's going to be how it's going to be. But I think the song, quite basic. I would probably say 3 out of 5. There was just nothing really outstanding. Just like with Belgium, it's quite middle of the road. Lyrics are quite basic. Yeah, I would pretty much compare it most to Belgium's entry. But this sounds a bit more modern, while that one is a bit more disco sounding. I think Gustav has better vocals, especially, I mean, he does different things with his voice. He belts sometimes, While here it's all the same, pretty much. The only thing, like I said, is the end riff. That was pretty fun. That's the only vocal acrobatic that there is. So 3 out of 5, I think that's fair. Just because I think the others with 4 out of 5 did something different during their songs. They sometimes went to head, or Norway went to whistle one time. So yeah, I would say those deserve a 4 out of 5. This is quite basic. Also, Croatia also got a 4 out of 5 just because they did they belted a couple of notes. Here it's pretty much the same. So that's focused. It doesn't mean that it's bad, because honestly, I mean it's a music video, so there's not going to be anything out of tune or anything. But I think 3 out of 5 is quite fair for this. The song, I think also a 3 out of 5. Basic. I think it's quite basic. I think Ukraine will qualify because they are Ukraine. It has nothing to do with the current situation there, but just because Ukraine has a flawless record in terms of qualifications. And Ukraine, I mean, they can nail staging, so we'll see how this will turn out on stage. And then performance, can't really judge it. I think I'm going to give it 3 again. Let's do 3.5. Just because that it was. I mean, like I said, it's quite basic. The singer is just standing there. I know it's a music video, but the singer is standing there. I think they're both standing there in a room with green screens, and then they are just projecting some effects on there, and they are just standing there and doing their thing. Nothing really that grabs me or anything. It was quite basic, and yeah, I mean, I don't even remember what they were doing on stage already, so that means that there was nothing really spectacular about it. So I think a 3.5 out of 5 is quite okay for it. So that gives 9.5, the same score as Belgium. God, so it puts it either at 6 or 7. Don't really know where I'm going to put it. I think this is quite hard, honestly. It's quite hard. I don't like Belgium's song either. I'll put this at 6 for now, just because it's there's some bias towards Gustav. I mean, I don't really like. I'm still a bit mad, that he won, honestly. But that's it. I think, yeah, I'll just. Would I rather listen to this than Because of You? I think yes. I would prefer to listen to this on the radio. Yeah, but I also think if I'm listening on it, if I have a playlist of all the songs, if I would make a playlist of all the songs, I don't think I would remember this, honestly. So that's why I'm putting it a 9.5 out of 15, just because it's quite basic. But that's my opinion. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I've seen that with Croatia, not many comments agreed with me. They said that was a bit young and that I wouldn't understand it, But I mean, there was quite a lot going on, and so I was like, okay, what's going on over here? It's quite weird. But yeah, that's my opinion about the Ukrainian entry. What do you think of this entry? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Let me know, and like and subscribe, please, because there will be a lot more Eurovision content coming up very soon. I'm trying to do it twice a week. Yeah, and for now I'm succeeding. So let's keep this trend going and see where it goes. So bye everyone, have a nice day, evening or night. Bye bye.